Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest and we're going to be doing some more multiplayer online racing, but with a bit of a difference. So in the comments for one of my previous videos, MortraXvids challenged me to do some online racing using a sofa car. So, challenge accepted. I've no idea how this is going to work out. I think my first goal is just going to be to try and complete a race. My next goal will be try not to finish last, and I think anything over and above that is a bonus. Today's first race then is going to be at the Fir Rock Raceway. Here we are in our sofa car. These are C-class races, 6 laps around here. We are in 11th and someone's gone for a straightaway and we are straight off. Okay, so we managed to last maybe 50 yards before we got thrown out then. I guess that's to be expected. Let's see if things can improve from here. So 11 cars in the race so far. We are of course right at the back. 6 laps, as I say. These are 3 C-class races I'm going to do. There's not really a lot of tune-in or upgrades you can do to your sofa car. I think engine is pretty much the only change you can make, which of course changing that then moves you up into C, B or A class. Whoa! Big hit there. Fortunately didn't get thrown out. So yeah, these are C-class races. That is an AI, is it, right next to us, so we've slipped past that one. Obviously where possible. I think there's a couple of AI cars in this race. Most of them are human racers though, and want to try not to touch the AI cars if possible, because once you've touched them they are out to get you. Car spin round there so we can nip past just before we start the second lap, and we're actually up into 8th place. Whoa! Didn't see that one till the last second. Just managed to sneak round the back. Again, lucky not to get thrown out. Car coming really quick here. Whoa! They definitely took a lunge, but they've missed, and they are into the barriers. 7th place then. Yeah, we're an absolute target, of course, and it's so easy to get thrown out of the sofa car. I mean, I don't know if you remember. Anyone who's had this game for quite a while might remember the sofa cars were absolutely terrible handling. You just couldn't drive them. Oh, that boom has got a bit sideways. We can nick another place. They're up into 5th, but yeah, they were totally unhandleable. You wouldn't be able to race them at all. But a couple of years ago they did make an improvement, so they are a little more stable now. Speed, I think speed is one of the worst issues it's got. It's just not as quick as a lot of these other cars, and that's really because we can't really tune it or upgrade it really that much. This is C-class. There's nothing more I can do or change to make this sofa car go any quicker. So we're not up to the full performance points for C-class, so we're quite badly outpaced. Handling, like I say now, since they've improved it, is actually quite good, and the cornering is pretty good as well. Quite stable around the corners. You don't tend to get any big kicks of oversteer, even if you turn a corner really tightly with power. It's quite difficult to spin the sofa car now, so that's good. Of course, the major weakness, of course, is the strength. Just a small hit from behind and you're out, and because of that you are a big target as well. Also, if you've got cars in front, as you've seen, I've been lucky so far, but even if you've got cars in front, normally if you were driving in a normal car, then if you see a car in front that's in your way that you can't avoid, you just ram straight into it and get through that way. But of course in the sofa car you can't do that. We've got another spinner here. Can we sneak up the inside maybe? This bumpy little section around here is obviously one of the trickiest bits. Onto the tarmac is not so bad. Trying to avoid the curbs, of course, as much as possible as well, because we're very low to the ground. Car right behind us then as we come over the line. Yeah, they're coming past. Nothing I can do about that, as you can see. Just absolutely no way I can hold them for pace. And again, because of the vulnerabilities of the sofa car, you can't even drive too defensive. I couldn't. There's no point me trying to block these cars because they're just going to ram me off. I'm almost best to try and keep out their way if possible and hope they make a mistake somewhere else. 5th place though. This is going better than I thought it would, especially... Whoa! Spoke too soon! Curse of the commentator. I was just going to say, we had that major off right at the start. Since then we'd had no problems, but then we've just got face planted straight into the signs. Okay, well, I don't want to say this now, but I have to say it. I don't think there's anyone behind us then. No, okay. So, 6th place as we come over the line for the start of the last lap, and we're actually doing quite well. 2 times now we've been ejected from our seat, but that's not bad going at all. We're down to 10 cars in the race as well now, which of course makes things easier. The more cars around us, of course, the bigger problem. How far behind are we? We're about 11 seconds down from the leader, which is, again, not a surprise, saying we've been boosted out of the car twice now. In fact, I'm surprised that we're not further behind than that. Can we hold it together though? I mean, if we can... Oh, that was a big crash there. Was that for position? I think it was actually. So we're up into 5th place now. So, from our goals, we've managed to complete a race. We're not in last, and we're actually in 5th place out of, was it 11 who started the race? Something like that. 48.6 second best lap. Yeah, good couple of seconds slower than the leaders. But 6th place, not bad at all. Let's see how we get on in the next one. Okay, second race today then is at the Bonebreaker Valley. Now, I'm not sure there's any course that you could say is suited to a sofa car, but if you were going to pick one that absolutely wasn't, I guess this would be it. There's 3 cars coming up on the outside. There's one on my inside there. Where are they going? They're going right, so we are going to go left. Avoid everyone if possible. We've already had a better start than the last race. Now, how's this sofa car going to handle over the jump? Not bad at all, actually. Just touched the back on the tyres, but apart from that, we've got this big jump on the left. We've got to turn round, and let's see how this is going. I thought this was going to be an absolute disaster. Can we nip round the front of that car? Fortunately, they've backed out of the way. Yeah, again, that's handled really well. I thought this was going to be just a no-go, totally. I didn't think the sofa car would even manage to complete one lap. Again, I think it must have been when they've improved the handling of the car. It used to be a sofa car going over a jump like that was very very liable to like tip backwards and then flip you out the car. But again, it's much more stable than it used to be. Oh, a couple of cars. Whoa, brake hard! Yeah, had to just brake hard to avoid that there. Again, seeing a car, that would have been just a slight tap side to side and you'd fully commit to that. But in the sofa car, just had to back out of that totally. A car right behind it. Oh, a bit of a push. They've slid us around this corner. They've gone the other way, fortunately, and we didn't. They didn't hit us quite hard enough to push us out of the car. Okay, we're up in 8th place at the moment then. All 3 cars have gone wide there, so we might make a place or 2 here, at least for now. Again, we're going to get pushed from behind, a bit of a bump, and again it wasn't quite hard enough to throw us out, so we're in 7th place as we come across the line for the start of the 4th lap. 8 laps around here is quite a long distance, even in a normal car, to get around without getting wrecked. If we can finish this race in the sofa car, we'll have done very well. Should have learnt from the last one, shouldn't I? Cursed the commentator. I shouldn't have said that. But of course, it's. I mean, you can have crashes on any course, but on a course like this where you're coming into oncoming traffic, cars coming over jumps, you're much more likely to have a big crash than on other circuits. I think we're going to be just far enough ahead, are we, to quickly nip round the corner here, get a back end out of the way. 6th place then. Cars coming over from the left, so we'll stick to the right. Car right behind us. Whoa, I'm going to slow slightly and pull to the right and let them through. No point trying to fight that at all. We'd have just been thrown out. Down to 8th place then, but we're still going. They've both gone left, so we will go right, keep out of their way. Trying to avoid all the other cars as much as possible. Is that a wrecked car? I think that's a wrecked car. Yeah, it is over to the right, so... Well, again, first goal completed. Well, no, not first goal, second goal completed. We're not going to finish last. First goal not completed yet. We haven't finished the race, but yeah, we're not going to finish last. Lot of cars here, oncoming ones. Whoa, quick! It's actually fairly manoeuvrable, the sofa car as well. You can make, you know, quick jerky little turns, and it does react quite well. Over we go again. Whoa, big crash there, and I think that car just knocked that other one up into two wheels and threw it off course, otherwise it was probably coming straight towards us. Going to be about level with this car we've just nipped in front, so again we've got to watch because they're going to be quicker than us coming down the straight. I'm going to pull over to the right. Whoops, sort of flip back to the middle. Two cars in behind us, they're approaching very quick. There's a lot of cars actually with, whoops, there's a lot of cars here with not a lot of damage left, which is again a good thing for us because, alright, they're not going to be worried at all about trying to take us out, but in general they're going to be avoiding crashes, and that was a monster crash. Totally got hit head on by a car coming over the ramp. Right, can we hold it on the tarmac here? Is there a car coming from the right? No, we're in 6th place. 6th place and a gap behind, so if we can get down the straight here without hitting cars like that are wrecked or oncoming ones, then we might get a 6th place, which was it 13 people started this race? That's not a bad result at all. Yeah, really unexpected. I didn't think we'd be finishing that race. 3 cars didn't finish, another 2 dropped out, so they probably didn't finish either, and we managed to grab a 6th place. Third and final online race today then, and we're going to be at the Pine Hills Raceway. Right up near the front of the grid here, which is probably not the best place to be. 6 laps around here, 13 of us again starting this race. We'll just get nudged here. This is a really tight corner. I'm going to hold this out wide, wait for the chaos to hopefully finish. As always, so many cars get pushed wide. That car's been spun in front of the others. That might hold a few of those back cars behind. There's one, in saying that, there's one really coming fast, so I'm going to hold it to the right, let them through. Couple of cars into the tyres. We've got a slight run on this AI car here. Again, I think there might be 1 or 2 AI cars in this race. Whoops, just wheels over the curb there. That's not ideal. Struggling to hold it. Back onto the tarmac. Car right behind here. Good overtake by them. Do you know what? A really clean overtake. Let's see how quick we can take this corner. Just got to watch. There's a little bump on the inside, which is nasty for car hits. It slammed into the barriers. We can nip past those 2 though. And we are up into 6th place as we start the 2nd lap. Coming into this really tight corner here. Bit of a gap behind, so we can take it fairly easy, and again it looks like a few cars, as they often do, have overshot that corner, so that's created a little gap behind us. Okay, down through this section then. Whoa, whoa, no, don't spin, get back off there. That wasn't very clever. That wasn't very clever at all. Again, in a normal type car, there's lines that I take where I'm using the whole width of the track, trying to get good lines into the corners and getting the wheels over the edge of the track on a circuit like this, but you can't afford to do that in the sofa car. I need to stick to the main centre part of the track really. Again, we're safe coming into this corner. There's a car gone wide. Is that for position? Yes, it is. Up into 5th place then. I must admit, I've really enjoyed. This was a great suggestion to do these races, and yeah, I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but it's been amazing fun. It certainly puts a lot more jeopardy into it, and your senses are certainly alive as you're racing around here. And you know what? The other competitors who've been against me, obviously, no blame at all. A few have targeted me, and I would do exactly the same. But in general, it's not been over the top. They've been pretty fair racing, I would say. Okay, round for the start of the 2nd half of the race, if you like. Last 3 laps, we are in 5th place. That car's gone for a move there. They've overshot, and the other car's cut back underneath. I was half hoping they would take them out, but we are still in behind. How far's the car behind? So only a couple of seconds behind, and down this fast section, whatever that car is, they're likely to be gaining very quickly. Keep my wheels out of the ditch on that left hand side this time. Up the tarmac and brake. Yeah, this sofa car is, like I say, it handles quite well now, and the handling around the corners, it's pretty good at corners. This corner here, this last one, I'm finding particularly I can take flat out if I get the line right, if not just a slight lift, and that's quicker than some of these other cars who have to brake slightly to get round that corner. Just over the edge there, but again no problem, we're still holding this 5th place. Yeah, that one is right in behind now, and we're going to have to watch. Whoa, they're coming very fast. I'm going to move to the side again, let them past. Didn't brake at all, I just moved across. No point, like I say, trying to block the track or fight that, because there's only going to be one winner, and that is not me. Couple of seconds, 1.5 seconds back to the place behind. So a lot of these cars now are getting free space to get good lap times. They are closing, saying that we've got a good lead as we've started this last lap. Can we hold this 6th place? Maybe we can grab another place if one of these 2 cars in particular starts battling with each other and pushes each other off. There's the winner across the line, so they are, yeah, quite a way ahead, probably half a lap ahead. No great surprise. Those cars behind are gaining quickly, so this is going to be a close one. Cars in front have not made a mistake, and yeah, there's one car in particular very close. Fortunately, we're coming into this corner which we can take very quickly, so I'm hoping they can't clip our back end. They've absolutely thrown it in as well and taken it really quickly. They're gaining quickly, but we are across the line and we've grabbed a 5th place. 44.3 seconds. I thought we were in 6th, but I'm guessing maybe one of the top cars just quit right near the end, and we have got a 5th place in the 3rd and final race. Well, that's the end of the video. Thanks again to MortraXvids for your suggestion for this content. It's been really good fun, and I might do this again, racing some sofa cars or maybe some of the other special cars during online races. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe, and see you soon.